Hello and welcome to my investing journey. This is the first video on this channel, and on this channel I'll be documenting my investing journey to one day hopefully reach financial freedom. A little background information about me before we start this video is, yes, I am just 17 years old, you read the title correctly, and the reason I am able to invest money into a Roth IRA at such an early age is because a little over a year ago I applied for a job at Chick-fil-A and was hired. So ever since around January of 2023, I've been working a couple shifts here and there each week, and after I pay for gas and everything I need to, I put the rest of my cash into my Roth IRA. And after many months of hard work, dumb investments, and potentially dumb investments, I am here. This is my current portfolio. It is worth $5,567. The dividend yield is 37.63%, yield on cost with 46.06%, and I am down around 25% on this portfolio as of today. However, I did just pass a new all-time high in my portfolio. And what I'm currently holding is EVA-WT. This is just a penny stock technology company. This is a really risky stock, and I will be making a video about this in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'm in AIYY, which is the yield max of C3AI. I have 10 shares of that, 100 shares of AMC, 20 shares of Coney, which is the yield max fund for Coinbase, 33 shares of IWMY, which is the Defiance ETF for the Russell 2000. I have 20 shares of JEPY, which is another Defiance ETF, 142 shares of MPW, and I'll be looking to increase this to around 150, maybe 200, depending on how earnings week goes. And also I'm in PYPY, which is a yield max of PayPal, and then QQQY, which is the Defiance ETF for the QQQ. I have 48 shares of that, and then finally 100 shares of TSLY, which is the Tesla yield max fund. And as you can see right here in this middle column, I am down quite a bit on a lot of these ETFs and stocks. However, this is just taking into account price return and not dividends. So I am actually positive on a lot of these ETFs and stocks. The only one I'm actually losing money on right now is TSLY, which of course Tesla just had the big dip down in the market because of earnings and future predictions. And then also what is holding my portfolio back right now is these long-term investments I have in AMC, MPW, and EVA Technologies. However, I am a firm believer in all three of these companies, and I will be adding a little bit more shares and dollar cost averaging as they move closer. And now for you to fully understand my whole journey, I will take you back to my first very investment plan I started along this journey, and that will be right here, the dividends investment starting plan. So at this time it was around June, and I've built up around $2,000 from working, and I decided to split it between these 10 stocks. And this is really when I was just first getting into investing, and especially dividends, and I really was just looking for high yield, which I kind of fell into that trap for a while. I'm just looking for high yield, and so I was looking for really with anything 10% plus dividend yield, except for I believe MO was the only one that didn't have that 10% plus dividend yield. So I chose these 10 stocks, and I ended up buying all of these at around these prices for around $2,000. Now, if we go to the dividend investment phase 2, I had gotten around $850 more from work, and I wanted to put it into these 5 companies. And I started to realize that maybe high yield isn't all that matters. And I was still really liking high yield at this time, but I also wanted to start doing other stuff. So I added O, which is really still high yield, but it's not close to what I was adding, like right here with TSLY. And so I added O, and then I was looking into yield. I started looking into the yield max funds down here. And I believe I split this 215 in either Coney or more Tesla, I forgot. And then if we look at the dividend investment phase 3, this one, I just went all in high yield. As you can see, I sold all stocks for positive total market return, excluding the high yields I had. So I sold all the around 10%, which is the high yield stocks, but I was going for ultra high yield stocks like the yield max funds and defiance funds. So I sold all of those old stocks, and then I bought many shares of these. And the reason these are blank right here is because I print these out and then I fill them in with a pen on hand, because I don't know exactly the prices and shares I'll be having of each. And then around this time, my portfolio was around $4,000, I believe. And then if we go to the current phase 4 investment plan, this is what I'm currently doing. I'm going to sell out of the decaying income stocks / ETFs and shift investments to long-term growth, not high income. So I realized that the yield max and defiance ETFs have actually not been doing me a good justice, and they've been really just decaying over time. So I'm starting now to invest more in just safe growth income, and then also some risky stocks as well on the side. So, and I've created this 4-type portfolio between S&P 500, safe / growth stocks / ETFs, high yield safe income stocks / ETFs, and then high risk, high reward long-term investments. And that's like MPW, AMC, and then possibly I'll be adding some SoFi. So yeah, this is what I'm currently holding in my portfolio, and I will begin to start selling out of these yield max and defiance ETFs that have just been decaying over time so far, and I will start shifting my portfolio to a more safe / growth dividend stock driven account like I should have been doing in the first place. And then one other thing, if you saw this number up here, my portfolio value changed from the beginning of this video. That is because it has been a couple of days since the first part of this video was filmed. And if you have any feedback for me, please leave it down below in the comments. I will be reading and responding to all of the comments. So if you want to let me know how you think my portfolio is or what you think I should be investing in right now, please feel free to do so down below in the comments and I'll respond to it. And then also, since this is my first video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. It helps grow the channel greatly. And thank you for watching.